Hey guys, welcome back to the Troy-Bilt YouTube channel. For this video, I want to share with you an amazing recall. This is on Craftsman and Troy-Bilt riding lawnmowers, and a big thanks to Ron for the heads up on this recall. Anytime we see something like this and it's somewhat tool related, or in this case lawnmowers, outdoor power type stuff, I like to do a little PSA style video in case maybe one of you guys own this, or at least so you have a heads up if you see one out there and know the potential hazards of a product you may own. So at the end, I do want to share with you guys my lawnmower crash story, because I think it's been maybe 5 years or so since I've mentioned it in a video. And for people who like the idea of me hurting myself, you may enjoy it. So stick around to the end for that. First, it's Craftsman and Troy-Bilt 30-inch lawnmowers. Looks like that. It's a cute little guy. I don't even know what you'd use that for. Riding lawnmowers can fail to come to a complete stop and continue to move at a speed of about 1 mile per hour when the clutch/brake pedal is fully depressed, posing a low speed crash hazard. I would say low speed. That is exceptionally low speed. The remedy is a repair. The recall came out on the 14th, and it involves about 6,200 units. So they weren't selling a ton of these, considering it's also two different brands selling the same item. This recall involves Craftsman 30-inch mini and Troy-Bilt TB30 riding lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are red and black. Troy-Bilt or Craftsman are printed on the front. So this just kind of describes generally the serial numbers and everything. I'll put a link down below to this page if by chance you do own one of these, and you can look more specifically at the different details included. Consumers should immediately stop using the recalled lawnmowers and contact Craftsman or Troy-Bilt for a free inspection and repair. Consumers will be assisted in contacting a local repair shop to have a replacement drive belt installed at no cost to the consumer. Pickup and delivery of the lawnmower will be arranged if necessary at no cost to the consumer. So they're replacing the drive belt. I'm assuming the belt that they used for this thing is just slightly too small, and it's staying engaged just a little bit even when it's not supposed to. So maybe they're just putting a slightly larger belt on there so it fully disengages. I don't know. I've never used the brake on my riding lawnmower. It is now 12 years old, and it has a hydrostatic transmission. I just put it in neutral, it stops rolling. The only time I've ever used the brake is you have to lock down the brake to start it if you're not in the seat, pressing that switch in the seat. So I guess I cannot relate to the brake not working on the lawnmower when I've never used the thing. I'm too short, my foot can't reach anyways. No incidents or injuries have been reported. These were sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, and hardware stores nationwide and online from July 21st, 2021 to January 2022. So they're only out for a few months and cost about $1,600. Manufacturers MTD Products of Cleveland, Ohio. Made in the USA. Oh man, why couldn't they say it was made in China? It's the USA products getting recalled. What the hell's up with that? Okay, that's the recall. Link down below if you want to read this page about it and everything. Here's my lawnmower story. So like I said, I moved to this property about 12 years ago. It's a 2-acre property. Tons of grass and trees. It's all grass and trees in the middle of a cornfield. So I bought a Craftsman 42-inch riding lawnmower. It's like 24 horsepower. Interestingly enough, the original engine said 24 horsepower, and then I blew the engine, and that's a different story, not this one. And the replacement was the same model number, but now it's listed as 21 horsepower. So did they change something, or were they just liars? I think they were liars. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I'm going along, right, and my strategy when mowing the lawn is to not really worry about getting super close to things. I want to get done as fast as I can. So I just leave it full throttle all the way up, going as fast as I can. And look, we'll just get as close to the plants and the brush and, we'll get as close as we can, but we're not worried about being perfect here, okay? I don't have neighbors. No one's going to complain. So I'm flying along, going all, 5 miles an hour. So I'm just... And there's this apple tree, and it's got some big fat branches on it. But then it has all these other little branches, sprouting off, because it's a tree, and that's how trees work. So I'm coming up to this apple tree, and what I had been doing is as I get close to it, I just stick my arm out and kind of brush away the smaller branches and then just zip on under. Well, as I got closer to the tree, I didn't realize how fat this one branch was and how low it was. Anyway, I came flying up to it full speed, brushed the little branches away, and then wham! Right in the top of the head, that branch nailed me, or I nailed it. And I don't fully remember the immediate aftermath. I don't know if I rolled sideways out of the seat or if I went over the back. Over the back would have been cool to watch, but I doubt that happened. Anyway, next thing I know, I'm laying flat on my back, looking up at the sky. The lawnmower's like 30 feet. It turned off, but it's like 30 feet it rolled or something. And I'm just like, oh my God, my head hurts so bad. And I laid there for a second, and I got my wits about me, and we finished mowing the lawn. Now, what happened afterwards, I'm pretty sure I gave myself a concussion, because for about 3 weeks after that, I had a little bit of a headache from time to time, but the biggest tell was I couldn't walk without running into things. I felt like I was walking straight. I felt fine, but I could not go through a doorway without bumping into it. My shoulder or arm would bump into it, or I'd bump into a table, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I thought I was like walking straight through this door, but no, bam, bam, bam. And like I said, that went on for like 3 weeks, but other than the slight headache, I felt fine. But boy, that thing whacked me hard. That's about the hardest I think I've been hit. That, and real quick one. Okay, I gotta give you one more story about the time I blasted myself in the nose. So I was messing with my Caprice, 66 Caprice, right? And the steering wheel was a little bit crooked when you were driving, and it annoyed me. So I pulled the steering wheel off, and I wanted to straighten it, right? So I had the steering wheel puller and everything, because it's a spline shaft that you got to pull it off. And when I put it back on, it was still just a little, I was like, oh man, I want it like one spline, one tooth, whatever, over, right? And I had just pushed it on a little bit. I didn't tighten the nut or nothing. And I go to pull it off, and it won't come off. I'm like, oh, come on. And I did not want to have to, I got to put the puller back on and everything because I can't get it off. So I grabbed the thing with 2 hands and yanked as hard as I could. That thing came off and whacked me right in the nose, man. Oh, God. That might have been the hurt. That hurt too. Both of those hurt. I definitely saw stars with the steering wheel thing. People say they see stars, they get hit in the face or whatever. Oh man, it was flashes everywhere. Oh, guys, I'm an idiot. It's true. All right. Those are my 2 stories. Hopefully it was mildly entertaining. And you get the recall information about this Craftsman and or Troy-Bilt lawnmower that might keep going 1 mile an hour as you hit the brake. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like. Subscribe for a nice subscriber. I'll see you guys next time.